The triple goddesses of Cackle Cackle Boom are here to lighten the mood and brighten your day. Join Maiden Raven, Mother Linda, and Crone Sorsha here on Margarita Midnight.
Hi, everybody. This is us at CackleBoomRadio.buzz.
Hello, listeners.
Hello.
Yay, we're back. And it's Raven's turn to sing something.
Say what?
That's what we knew she thought. We figured she'd go something.
Cute little felt things you're making.
What am I making?
Cute felt animals. Things like that.
Oh, my felt
And
animals.
that gypsy with the crystal ball.
Her eyes and her crystal ball glow in the dark.
Yeah, but they don't know you've created that.
Ooh.
Talk about stuff like that. It's just something.
Well, everybody that's listening, visualize us. We're sitting around naked drinking margaritas.
Actually, I have little margaritas in cans in the fridge.
Yeah. And we're not sitting here in sweatpants and a fleece jacket with unwashed hair. Drinking Coca Light.
I've been trying to get back into, like, drawing with the actual paper and pen instead of the digital stuff I've been doing. And that's hard to get into after all that time of doing digital stuff. I've been trying.
They've got a new show coming out with Tom Hanks' son. That's all about. It's actually Dell's putting it out, and it's a neat story. They just give you a little touch of it to give you an idea what the storyline is. His father was a puppeteer, and he passes, and he comes home, and he enters his room where he did all this work, and all this magical stuff starts happening. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
When I saw it, boy, does he look like his daddy. Who did clean this room? God darn it. You little... I've told you and told you. When you leave the room, make sure it's clean.
Yeah, we should... There should be a broom that click the broom and it cleans everything.
Oh, that would...
Cleans out the old stuff.
Have that just in the house.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would be fun to have it in the chat, too. When someone clicks the broom, it sort of clears the history.
Yeah. I bet you a lot of people would like to have that for real life.
Oh, yeah. Clear history.
Yeah. I'm done with that part of my life. Let's move on.
Oh, yeah. If it only was as easy as clearing your browser history. Keep what you want and get rid of the rest.
That would, well, sometimes my computer clears stuff I don't want it to anyways. It doesn't ask permission. Yeah. It just does it.
Well, the brain doesn't either. You forget stuff you should remember and things like that.
Well, you think about it. I've been on this earth 58 years. All this stuff is stored in that computer compartment up there somewhere.
Yeah, and the amount of RAM is limited for all of us. So you can't really pull out everything at once.
No, but we've got a lot of new things going on at Cackle Boom Radio, listeners. If you catch Linda on Tuesday, you get Heavy Metal Mayhem. And then you've got Raven.
On your Queen show with hard rock, metal, and pagan rock and everything in between.
Raven, tell them a little about your show.
It's random stuff. That's what it is. It's random stuff. Like I'll have like just about every genre in there, and probably most of it's not even pagan. I did find some more pagan stuff, though, that I had put on there. So I'm trying to add more.
I think my stuff is something like 70-30, where 70% pagan rock and metal.
I have more of a 50-50. Well, I have a lot of pagan music, but I have to move it all onto the new system so that I can use it. We're back! Aren't you all lucky?
Yay.
And we have a guest.
Yes.
Rebecca is with us.
Hi.
You might have heard her as Mums the Witch.
Yep.
So maybe you want to say something about who you are.
Yeah, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself.
Hi, well, welcome from Adelaide, Australia. And first of all, I just turned 46. I'm married with a little girl who I'm an at-home parent and carer because my daughter's autistic, so I'm sort of semi-retired. And I've been practicing the craft for over 20 years and whatnot. So that's pretty much it, I suppose, you know. I write music and songs and lyrics and things like that too, and a very creative type.
And we're still waiting for you to send your music.
Yes. Well, it's never a dull moment here. I'll get there.
Write a post-it. Stick it on the front of your screen.
I think I might have to.
I've told Sorcia to do things like that.
Right? I'll tell you, if I didn't have Linda, you think we're lost? Oh, heck, we'd be in a pickle. She's got one little girl, and I don't have any children. I just have a lot of dogs.
Oh, that's time-consuming enough.
I'll tell you, when they went yesterday to go be altered, as whatever they call it, spaded and neutered, I actually missed them really bad yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
The house seemed empty.
Yeah.
So they were gone overnight?
Mm-hmm.
They were gone overnight.
Yep.
And then I was like, oh, I miss them. Because Thor, he sits in the kitchen and he watches me cook because he's my taste tester.
I have one of those too, but he's not getting any tasters now.
I give him, I've tried, I'll say, oh, Thor, is that good to eat? And one day I'm digging out olives. I give him an olive and he eats it. He's going, ooh, I want some more. So if you're in the chat, come and ask us some questions. We're here waiting.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
And if we can't answer it, we'll let you know.
We'll probably think of someone who can.
Yes.
Well, we are back at cackleboomradio.buzz, and we've got some topics for you. I'm going to play an audio, and I'm hoping you can hear it. Well, I'll try it. Let's see. Give me a second.
By love spells, black magic, healing service, the list goes on. But not all witches think profiting off their, shall we say, craft is ethical.
I don't really have a problem with people selling amulets and potions and salves and things like that. I do it myself. Incense and other things. It's not the charging money that's a problem for me. It's actually writing spells for someone else.
I don't. I had somebody came to my house, actually 2 days ago, and wanted to know if I could write a spell for them, and I said no, because I'm not the one that's needing whatever you need in this spell. So the ones that write it are the only ones that know what they need. So if I could say, well, I can help you, I use this or this for this, you know what I'm saying? And I sell implements, parts that they might need for it, but I'm not going to write the spell for them. And charging, I don't have an issue with that either, Because some people say you shouldn't charge for what you do, but they really mean is the religious end of paganism.
Yeah.
Okay,
You shouldn't charge. It should never be a price to bestow teaching of a religion. There should never be a price for it.
Mm-hmm.
No. But I think a lot of people have translated that into a witch should never charge for her services, which is bullshit. But I don't think... you could probably write a spell for someone else, but I don't think it'll work as well as if they write it themselves.
Let me tell you, no, it doesn't. I learned that lesson many years ago. My sister came to me for a fertility spell. And so I said, I'll help you. I'll work one here and put energy toward you. Long story short, I had 3 grandchildren born that year. It didn't work for her. So it can backfire.
Yes, it can. But I've helped a lot of people with how to write it or ideas for what they could include, but someone contacted me, I think it was a week and a half ago or something, about a love spell, and I say, I don't do those.
No, I had a girl call me and ask because she was they're not having a lot of problems, but she couldn't feel the love in the relationship.
Yeah.
I'll suggest stuff like I told her, well, spend time to think about him, And then I said, cut out little red hearts and place them all over in hidden places. Then the love is there. You just got to find it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just a mental thing for people. They got blockage. I had a call today. That's why I was running a little late. And not a call, but a message. And it was somebody from UK. And she's having some issues. And she didn't know what to do. She didn't want to do no spell work on the person. I said I wouldn't anyways because I don't do anything against anyone. You don't have to, because if somebody does something bad, believe me, it comes back. You might have to wait a few years sometimes, and you just wait. And then you'll one day be sitting in that chair grinning. Oh, that's terrible.
There's an old saying, I don't really know where it comes from, but if you sit by a stream long enough, you'll see the bodies of your enemies float by.
Yeah, I've heard that. Visualization really helps.
Yeah. Yes.
Really helps. But the herbs are for sale. Everybody sells herbs. They sell gemstones. They sell incense. They sell papers. They sell all these implements or things you would need for spell work.
Yeah, even ink and pens and stuff like that.
Why can't we have it? And sex spells? Come on. Just go to your druggist to get a Viagra. It's done with.
Yeah, or maybe you're living with the wrong person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's why you're not getting any.
You want to make passionate love to somebody that's irritating them.
Not going to work, is it?
Or someone you'd rather kill. That's not something. A sex spell won't work.
Yeah, the whole time you're doing it, you're thinking about that knife.
Basic instinct there. Use the ice pick,
You want a sex spell? Call. We'll give you all the advice you need.
We had the life experience.
My first spell was done. My first spell actually on somebody that I did was done in 1974.
Yeah.
And it
was that the one that landed you with the wrong guy?
Yeah, well, it was a love spell. And I ended up marrying him, but there was no love there. But the love that came to me was from my son, who was disabled, had disabilities. So that's where the love came from. You got to be careful what you ask for.
And be specific, please.
I mean, a while back when I was living alone, ages ago, a few of my friends got wind that I had a tarot deck and they wanted me to do readings. Now, I never charged for the readings, but I was doing that well, they were starting to, come over with and do a barter almost. They'd drop by with pizza. They'll come over with a pizza and cola or a block of chocolates or a bunch of flowers because they knew I was living on my own and I was having a bit of a rough time. So, and I did so well. They just thought it'd be nice to give a little gift. I think it's nice. Trade. It's nice if you can. I'd rather say pay it forward myself.
Yeah.
If you really want to pay, if you really want to do something, give to charity.
Mhm.
Or something like that.
Yeah, well, even in love spells, you don't actually put it towards someone else. Taking doing a self-blessing and bringing love to you will bring love out to where you want it.
Exactly. Last time I got asked about a life spell, I turned around and said, buy yourself a rose quartz and remember what you like about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I do have amulets for love, but that's in general. It's not for a specific person. It's more, bring more love into your life. And it's more like a visual reminder.
And you have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, there's no love coming knocking.
Yeah, but same as if it's a money amulet, you still have to do the work.
Exactly.
You can't just quit your job and expect money to fall on your head.
Well, that's what that 1K for a spell was for money. And I'm looking, if you're looking for a loan, I don't have it.
Yeah. Someone asked me for a wand once, and she was for real. She asked for one that would fill up her fridge.
Ah.
I had a lengthy explanation to what can be done and what can't be done.
Exactly.
And then it was gardening, I presume. There's a ritual for you. You want to fill up your fridge, plant a garden.
Yeah, they'll do a spell and wait. Well, the spell's not going to develop or even move if you don't do nothing to make it move.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen. That spell's going to sit there like a puppy. What do you want me to do?
The same as if you write a post-it to yourself. You can write all the post-its you want. If you're not doing anything about them, they're just going to stay there.
Yep. I know. I'm the post-it note queen. And I got post-it notes over post-it notes over post-it notes. So the ones behind always get forgotten. That should have been my online name, post-it note queen. But no, spell work is serious, and a lot of people disagree and agree that it is similar to a prayer, except for we use props to help visualize what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, everybody goes through, it's like if we all pray the same thing, man, he's going to get a headache up there, whoever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Again? Again? That's all you can hear him say.
Bloody hell, don't you ask for anything else? I can imagine.
Please. Or, please be more specific. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, win the lottery. Where the hell are you located?
Yeah. Which lottery? How much?
It does bother me where he said it's for entertainment only. That tarot readings, because I do. It's not for entertainment for me.
No, it's for guidance.
Exactly.
And just because we don't have that law over here, it's not. We don't have to say it's for entertainment only.
Well, our weatherman then, okay? Our weatherman is for entertainment only because he's predicting the weather.
Yeah.
You can predict it, but that doesn't mean it's always going to happen because Mother Nature has a mind of her own.
Mm.
And so they're just like a fortune teller, and they're using instruments, and everything else to predict this weather.
Yeah, now they're using computers and getting worse at it.
Yeah.
Before they had to know something to be called a weatherman.
Well, you go outside, you look up at the sky, go, oh, it looks sunny today. Or, oh, it looks cloudy, it might rain. That's kind of common sense.
Yeah.
But they do predict the weather. They don't have exact.
They have a lot of knowledge, but they can't predict every change of the winds. It's not something that's predictable.
No, and when you do tarot readings, when I'm done, I tell them, remember, nothing's etched in stone. The minute you leave this door, it depends on what you do with what you've got.
Yes, you still have freedom of choice.
Mm-hmm. So,
any choice you make, however small, can affect the bigger stuff.
Exactly.
And I have found out stuff about people through tarot without knowing.
Yeah, me too.
So, I just...
Even over the internet, with just their picture and a name, I've come up with stuff that, oh, you couldn't possibly know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it just comes up in the cards. And then you get this intuition, and then you just go.
Yeah, the cards are a tool for your intuition, and some people think the tarot cards are a magic thing that no kids should ever touch it. Visitors shouldn't touch your deck.
You remind me, I think I lasted about 1 week on one of those tarot reading lines. You know, I did the phone in. I actually did that for a job once. Oh, it was so draining. But everyone was talking about, can you tell me your future? My future. And I'm like, no, I said, no, but I can actually utilize these cards to give you an option of where you can head next. I know
you can't tell the future, and you can't. I don't read on the 3 Ds: disease, death, or divorce, because I'm not about to have the other spouse come and chop my head up because I saw something in the cards about a divorce.
Exactly.
No.
Or disease, or anything. I don't read on those. I use it for guidance. If they come have a problem, we work it out, and I actually feed to them to have them answer their own questions.
Yeah, I have given some guidance on disease in how to get help with it, where to find information, but not how to get healthy.
No,
or if you're gonna get sick.
No, because the only one that knows that is the divine up above us if we believe in it. I can't tell you. I'm not a physician. I'm not a doctor.
No.
No, they come at that issue and they want to, I like doing the ones where they can't make a decision. They have choices, but they don't know which ones to make. And so when they call and you start reading the cards and you'll say, well, you start talking about different directions around this choice, and by the end of the conversation, they've made their decision.
Yeah, and it's usually what actually felt right to begin with.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times they go to tarot readers because tarot readers, you can talk to them and counsel them like we're doing. We are the spirit guides. It's guiding your spirit. What direction you're going, it's helping you. And so when you're doing these readings, oh no, brain fart! That happens. At my age.
Are we not live or what?
70s. Oh my goodness.
What was the brain fart? Are we not live or what?
No, I forgot what I was going to say.
Okay. That's not fun. That isn't that bad, though.
My computer hard drive's stuck.
The software hung up for a little while. It happens to everyone.
Oh, I don't know. The older you get, the more that happens. You walk out and you go, oh, what did I come out here for? Then you got to walk back in the room and go, sit where you were sitting and think again. And then go, oh, I got it. Then you go back out there and go, dang it, I forgot. Go back again. Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean with we have a limited amount of RAM, the same way a computer does. We can only hold so much information in the
brain hard drive.
Short time memory at once. And if you remember something, you go to get something, and then someone speaks to you, and it's gone.
Our memory's going because we're not using it. We're not using it like we used to. Now, if you think about it, if you're lost, you've got a cell phone, and you get lost, you lost your cell phone. Are you going to remember everybody's number?
Yeah?
Not me.
For the ones I use. I used to have my home phone book in my head.
Well, I used to, too.
So,
I just dial it. But now, no, I just click the Skype thing. Oop.
I still have over 100 passwords in my head, so I'm still using it. But I do get those short-time memory glitches, too, because someone disturbs me and brings my thoughts over to something else, and then it's gone.
Okay.
You don't have as much short-time memory because you don't have as many children. Children will suck your memory out quicker than you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kids and dogs and husbands and jobs and businesses.
So don't let anybody suck your brains out, listeners. And if you need any help with spell work, contact us at cackleboomradio.buzz, because we've got the buzz, and we'll be right back. We are back with Linda,
Yay.
Raven, Rebecca, and me, Sorsha. And I hope y'all are having a great afternoon, and we got a little bit more news we want to talk about. Go ahead, Linda.
Well, in Iceland, they started the process of creating a pagan temple in 2006, and on the 23rd of March, they broke ground. So they have started building it. It's the Iceland's Ásatrúarfélagið, the Ásatrú Fellowship, who is building this temple. So I think it's quite exciting. It's the first official pagan temple in the Nordic countries for 1,000 years.
We have temples here in the States, but they're for the goddess. Not many. I don't think there's a pagan temple here.
So I think it's quite exciting. It's fitting that Iceland is the one who does it too, because they still have a close connection to nature and the elves and things like that that's been lost in the rest of Europe.
There's some parts over there that it's mandatory you respect the Fae.
It's all over the place. They don't build a road without respecting them. They did a compromise with the fairies recently that they moved the stone. And they did check in first to see that it was okay.
I believe
awesome that places do that. I think that's awesome.